Half a century ago, beneath the soil of countless sites across the country, America saw a buildup of massive complexes that housed the most destructive weapons in human history.
I'm actually the owner of this Titan I missile base. But yeah, this is the site of a lot of mass destruction.
In the drawdown of the Cold War, many once top-secret nuclear missile sites were decommissioned and sold off to members of the public. Chris Ricken is among a unique group of individuals throughout the nation that now calls these sites home.
It's something I've grown used to, you know. I have to go down there quite often. It's something that I don't really pay much attention to day to day. I don't really notice the fact that I'm standing there staring at 3 feet thick concrete walls right here behind me.
The Titan I launch facility, also known as Complex 1C, located 60 miles north of Beale Air Force Base in Northern California, once housed some of the world's most powerful weapons.
It was built in the late 50s, 1958, 59. It took I think it was 3 years to build. Basically, they mass excavated all this, and it was online, I believe, in 1962 for a brief period, and then it went offline again because of an explosion inside the one. There was an explosion due to a static electricity spark when they were loading the rocket inside the one. So they basically had to rebuild, 50% of this base again. So it went offline for a few years.
Despite being the site of one of the worst nuclear-related mishaps in U.S. history, living on the former base does have its advantages.
Down below, there's lots of exploring and whatnot. My kids love to explore, and it could act as a shelter as well if there's a need for natural disaster or anything of that nature. This is the most interesting room to me, because this is where most of everything was driven out of here. All the power, the lifeblood of the whole place was right here.
While the Air Force no longer owns or maintains the facility, Chris respects the power that was once held here and ensures that he nor his family never lose sight of the history that was once housed deep beneath this Cold War relic.
I really don't think about it much anymore. Most people go, "How do you live?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't really."
Sometimes do you just kind of forget that you?
I do forget a lot.
The doors are closed.
Yeah, I do. I forget that I'm. I guess I wouldn't take it for granted, but I just don't think about it. And then sometimes I'll walk around at night, because you just get great, sunsets out here, and get to see the stars real good, and you think, this was a place of mass destruction, and most people thought they were safe in Chico, and they weren't. This place would have been wiped off the map.
Reporting from Chico, California, I'm Senior Airman Drew Buchanan.